Well, hello everybody. Thank you to another stream on this fine Sunday afternoon. So I do have the Phoenix here. We are going to be taking a flight from here from ORBX's Kjac, and we will be going into AXONOS's Jackson Hole. That should be an interesting flight. Um, Definitely, typically, usually has a interesting approach. It's not that big of an airport. I will say if I do plan on using GSX, um, there is only one gate we can use um, due to the way they designed the airport, but I'll leave further information for when we do actually get there and take a look at it. We will have to wait and see if we can even use the jetway here based on where we were put in here at the airport. It doesn't look like we will. So we'll just have to pretend that it did in fact do its job. So I didn't do much here other than calibrate my controls after I uninstalled and reinstalled the plane just to find out that the issue I was having with it importing the flight plan is a known issue with the plane. Apparently, if you import a route that gives you GPS coordinates rather than getting the normal airways and waypoint names, the plane can't handle GPS coordinates, guys. They know about it. I don't even know if they could actually fix it. Whether or not anybody knew about it. Um, they got the systems from ProSim. With that being said, they would have to get ProSim to recognize the GPS coordinates coming over from SimBrief. And that may be something that they can do. You know, maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't want to speak for them. But let's hope if that can be fixed. Let's hope that they're able to fix it. Alright, it doesn't look my time. I could probably figure out how to fix that, but I'm just going to try to keep on moving here. As it is, this is around a 1,200 nautical mile flight. Alright, let's see if she imports. I did make sure the route SimBrief gave me this time around had no GPS coordinates, and there it is. How do you like that? It works. There we go, cost index at 50. And we should be going to 35,000. Which means I should just be able to put 350. There we go. I can't remember if I actually came over here. And no, but I can definitely just go ahead and do the instant. So fuel's gonna be 21.9. And then we're gonna do 130.9. And 30.4. There we go, perfect. I'm going to take a quick look. I want to make sure we're being boarded. And I don't see it. Why is GSX not boarding?
Boarding requested.
I swore I told it to do it. But yeah, I guess we will be getting the jetway today, guys. How about that? So we are departing runway 11. Airport, I wish I could have came in, so I at least had the ILS on my way in. We're going set 6. And then we would be going add, but and it's there.
Do
Good.
you want to board crew? Pilot's boarding starting.
Destination is going to be runway 19. That's going to be the ILS Zulu 19. And there is no star. But I am definitely going to want to take a closer look at the approach charts because this could be a dangerous airport to come
Crew
into,
boarding starting.
especially if you end up flying in at night. Some of the elevations surrounding the airport can be quite high, and if you're not paying attention, oh boy. Get rid of that con. Alright, so let me get over to Navigraph charts and take a look at what we're going to be doing here. Make sure I got the right
Your crew has boarded.
approach coming in here.
Passengers boarding starting.
So I'm going to be coming in basically from the northwest. We're going to be going 19 Zulu. And we're going to be coming in from you know what? I think I take that back, guys. I think I might actually want to use the ILS Yankee. I'm looking at these charts a little bit better. There we go. I'm going to use that, the Yankee. And ask you Womaru. Fatmo. I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to start with Lamone. Bear with me, guys. This might take a couple of seconds. Um, it's just that, like I said, we're coming in here at night, guys. And nighttime isn't exactly the time to really try to find a good shortcut. If we have to fly a couple extra miles, so be it. And then we're going to go DNW. And we're going to go Zabiv. Zozev. And we're going to go to Zozev. And then we get to Wamru. Oh my god, I'm slipping. Sorry about that, guys. We're definitely going to be an extended time taken out of here today. I don't know what I'm thinking. I should have already had that done. In fact, did I miss anything else here that I normally would have already done? Yep. Just plain getting ahead of myself tonight. On. Go ahead and take care of these guys. That's working on it. For the sake of getting out of here, I'm going to line on a reference, but I'll have to go back in somewhere and see if there's a way to shorten down the IRS line time. Can I at least get the plan? Yes. I need to make sure what I just did isn't going to kind of really screw us up. do something extremely weird here. Token, that's right. Now, no what? Boo. And we're in, but something here doesn't make a lot of sense. If I'm going to come into token, I'm kind of thinking, why am I bothering with Limon? You know, in the grand scheme of things, might be less of a sharp. You know, if maybe I go straight to from gig to token and just get rid of Doxy and LKT. That's what I'm going to do. Again, that was Doxy and LKT. Why is LKT still in there? Oh, it's Limon that's still in there. Get rid of Limon. Get rid of that Disco. There we go. To me, that's going to make a little bit more sense. But one of the things I've got to look at here is altitudes I should be at here. Suppose we should be fine there. Let's go ahead and take care of this part. And did I take care of this other part? Yeah, I think I did. Yep, I did. Go to perf. Get that done while we're waiting for the IRS to finish aligning. So 133, 146. And then they want one down one. We could do a flex temp at 56. And one last thing to check on. Altimeter should be at 30.52. that out of plan. Still got 3 minutes to go. I think that's about all I'm going to do for now. Still got about 3 minutes on the alignment. Yep. Sorry about this, guys. Normally, I got a better flow than that. And would have forgotten all that stuff and could have already been done. Okay, so what I did not fix it. Alright, but guys, we're done aligning. Sorry about not you guys not being able to see any of this setup. I won't forget that again. I do apologize. Let me make sure I get rid of that banner. Now you guys should be back. You can see everything. I will pay attention to all that. Before, I did just recently get these I'll be right back and stuff in here. So that is kind of a flow I got to pay more attention to as I discover it and use it. But we are at the point where we really need to just kind of get the APU started up so we can actually get out of here. But at this point, everything that can be set is set up. Even looked at the approach with what I was doing. I'm sorry you guys couldn't see it. And I also realized that during part of that time, I also had you on mute, and you couldn't even hear me talk. Um, really do super apologize for that. And when I did say I'd be right back, turns out I did not fix my switch issue. Now that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Right now, I'm acting like I'm going to start the engine, right? Hit my right mouse button. Start selector switch does its own thing. But it doesn't do it if I have it in normal. I'm not trying to start the engine mode. Alright, so APU is available. Let's go ahead and get on our way.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
And yes, I am going to ignore their instructions. I'm going to start my engines while I'm taxiing.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Well, I'm glad to hear it, because I'm ready to get out of here. And before we get going too far,
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
oh, it's actually recognizing my plane this time. Yay. Don't need to do boarding music. Let's just start.
We're ready to go when you are.
However, I am noticing this flight. It's not putting a
Ladies and gentlemen,
banner at the
welcome
bottom of my
aboard. This
screen.
is your flight attendant speaking. At this time, please be sure to make sure all large carry-on items are in the overhead bins and your small items are underneath the seat in front of you. If you have any trouble or need any assistance, please don't hesitate to let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to help you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to
It's
other
time to get rid of
passengers.
the tablets
Please
because
double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers
gonna do
can
it
make
quick
their
at
way
it.
to their seats.
I'm not
If you're in an
getting.
emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions,
Whoa.
please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do
What is
ask
this
that
thing doing?
laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are
Due
stored
to
once you
icing
depart.
conditions, please stand
Thank
by
you,
for
and
engine
welcome
start
aboard.
until push is completed and brakes are set.
Good afternoon, ladies and
Suppose that
gentlemen,
would be a
and
good
welcome
idea.
aboard Flight 2425. Our
Man,
flight
I'm gonna
time will
mess
be
everything
roughly
up tonight,
2
guys.
hours and 29
These are
minutes.
rookie
Please
mistakes.
note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, secure doors for departure.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
I'll try this again once more time, guys. I really just don't want to at all back into the landscape. But I know if I don't do this, it's going to
Hello,
do it.
Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
If you ask me, I think that's kind of out of order that they're doing all these things and the tug's not even there yet.
Locking gear.
Here we go. I don't know what happened the last time. Alright, that's good.
Exiting from
Due
editing
to ice
mode.
conditions,
Please
please
wait.
stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Yeah, I can hear it click every time I go to view, so I guess I won't be looking around until the engines are started.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will notice a light illuminated above your seat. When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelts low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt
Go ahead
fastened
with
throughout
number
the flight
2.
as you may experience unexpected turbulence. Please take a few moments to now locate one of the several emergency exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency and we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor that will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, secure the elastic band behind your head, tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask on first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it is safe to remove it. In the event that the pilot decides to take us for a swim, a fastenable life
brakes are
vest is
set.
located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the
And then
aircraft.
we just gotta
If
hit
your life
the,
vest does
there
not
we
inflate
go.
automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light.
Waiting
If
on the tug.
necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Once again, all devices must be in airplane mode and your larger devices must be turned off and stowed at this time. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety chart located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Alright, we'll put the taxi lights on. I don't care if I blind him a little bit at this point. He should have already been gone. Now that he's gone, I will at least, you know, let the AI person have a chance to walk away a little bit here before I make him go crunch. Here he is. He's walking away. Let's go. Really? I've never had to calibrate the side stick before. So I suppose before we take off, so I could do the proper checks, I'll have to mess around with that now. I guess it cleared itself out. I'll go with it. You guys have been waiting long enough to get this plane up in the air.
We're prepared for takeoff.
Good, because I'm about to go. Alright, so to heck with that check. I've obviously hit the buttons I know have to be hit to clear that. If it does not clear, well, so be it. Oh, there it goes. That's a pretty long delay. Alright, I'm gonna do what feel I gotta do, because I feel like we're gonna have to make sure we use every bit of runway we got. It's not the longest runway. And actually, and if you don't, you don't make it off the runway in time, I do believe both sides of this runway have a pretty nasty consequence if you don't. Alright, let's go ahead and flex toga. Alright, so it doesn't look like there should be any reason why we don't make it. Go, positive rate of climb, gear up. Okay, so now I can actually see my lines a bit better. Got it in the climb power. Not really sure what that horn is. I don't really much like what it's doing, so I'm going to put the autopilot on. I'm going to see what it does. Really? I could have swore I set that already. That's probably why it was doing what it was doing. Gear up. Flaps are up. Everything here seems to be working now.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
I'm not going to necessarily worry about that yet. We're climbing. Hopefully by the time we get over to where the flight plan takes us into the red, we'll be high enough to not have to have a concern about it. And it is fading out. I do believe once we get to 10,000 feet, you know, at least in the immediate vicinity, I don't think there's too much elevation that we would be able to hit. There you go, there's 10,000 feet. Go ahead and get rid of the lights. Get rid of the APU. Should have already done that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now passing through 10,000 feet. You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder,
Man, the
please
clouds
keep your
today,
seatbelt
guys.
fastened
A
while
lot
you are
of
seated and do not
clouds.
congregate in the galleys or
And
near
those
the
are set to
lavatory.
ultra, guys.
This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information. The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
I just wanted to check, make sure my traffic was running, so maybe eventually, I don't know, we might see some contrails in the sky. Maybe we'll finally see some traffic on our MFD. Get that out of my way. We are almost up there at the transition altitude. 3,000 feet to go. Although I would usually start turning on the standard at the 17,000 foot range. And for now, I'm going to turn off the terrain. Don't really need it at this point. There's no way we're going to hit anything this high up. And we're just continuing to climb. Definitely going to turn it on once we get closer to our destination because where we're going, and it's dark, gotta say it's too dangerous to go without it. Alright, so we're at 17,000 climbing. I'm just gonna turn the standard on. So for now, definitely got a ways we gotta go. So let's go ahead and let's kick back. Let's listen to some tunes. I I may probably check back in once we get around halfway there, or I happen to notice that there's somebody in the stream that is wanting to talk by letting me know in the chat. But I hope you guys enjoy the flight and enjoy the music.
regarding our in-flight meal service. Please look in your seat back for our menu, and one of our crew members will stop by shortly for your order. If you'd like to order additional menu items, you may hit the flight attendant call button at any time, and we would be happy to.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it, and I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness. place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. Run away, I don't have to plan it. I can go, change my fate, you won't understand it. All alone, that's okay, people I can't stand them. They don't want me to change, keep me where I'm standing. And I don't wanna be where I am, and I want something more, take a chance. It could be possibly my last dance, my last dance. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe. There's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness. I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't have to plan it, I can go change my fate. You won't understand it, all alone, that's okay. People I can't stand, man, they don't want me to change. Keep me where I'm standing, and I don't wanna be where I am. And I want something more, take a chance. It could be possibly my last dance, my last dance. And I don't wanna let myself down, myself. Down
Hello guys, welcome back to the flight deck. So we are getting close, not really that far away. So we've got a little bit of a distance to go. Looks like I am going to be arriving in the daytime. Quite often I end up having to finagle the time of day so I could be in the daylight instead of trying to come into this place during the nighttime so you can actually see something. Actually pretty glad that it's working out so we can actually see what we're doing and where we're going without having to change the time. But one thing is confusing me is it gave me the line for the top of the sun. I go to hit nav and it doesn't go. I open the sun and I change it to nav and it goes nav. But then it didn't really start following any kind of descent until it got further down to that blue squiggly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign is now turned on, so it is time to return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
This time we will be able to shoot an ILS. I'm going to use little speed brakes. That is what we down in a hurry, and well, we're not that far away, so there's that. I want to put the speed brakes back. And I'm going to put them back in. I guess I should have checked the speed restrictions. But definitely no need to be going 300 miles an hour. I guess you could say I was breaking alive. Those that don't know, that was a little pun on Beavis and Butthead. I guess if you weren't born generally in the 80s and 90s, you probably might not know who Beavis and Butthead are. They were the outlaws that most parents hated. Keep it going on down to 180. Definitely cold here tonight. When it gets cold, it could be kind of hard to slow things down.
2,500.
I'm just going to go ahead and arm the localizer. There we go, locked on. Should be hitting the glide slope in just a moment, and we are. I think we can begin to see the airport. Take her down to 160. Drop the landing gear. Put out another notch of flaps. Alright, I guess we can go ahead and take her down to 140. Make sure this is armed, and it wasn't, but it is now. Brakes are on. Put out the last notch of flaps.
1,000.
And I don't know why, but I've got the feeling my AXONOS scenery's not here.
400. 100 above.
Guess I am a little high.
Minimum.
But just to learn a lesson, not to wait till the last minute to take control.
Light slope. Light slope.
40, 30, 20. Retard.
Come on, baby. Thank you. Alright, so I floated, I didn't hit what I should have. Therefore, end of the runway it is, but that is kind of typical at this airport.
Ladies and
Really
gentlemen, we
not
have
a long
reached our
runway.
destination. The local time is 5:20 p.m., and it's currently about 32 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.
Alright, everything is reset. Let's go ahead and go. And whether I forgot to say it or not, or I did, in order for GSX to work, I have to park at Gate 1, but it's okay. We'll be able to get a look at the airport once we're parked and start the boarding. And apparently I did remember to install the AXONOS. And then once we get there and I start reviewing the scenery, I'll get into why it is we have to park at Gate 1. Now, it does say 8 suitable positions, but I guarantee you, if we're to pick anything but Gate 1, it won't work. And supposedly I downloaded a GS profile just to make this one work. So we can see the marshaller, barely. Oh yeah, I'm not getting a dance tonight. I definitely went way too far. So I'm going to do something legal here. I'm going to see if I can back up. Yeah, close enough at this point. Turn the beacons off. Kill both of the engines. I'd be surprised if I even get a bow. Oh, I at least got a bow.
The
That's
boarding
deep
requested.
wording. Alright, so I don't know where the other baggage guy is. Oh, there he comes.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Yeah, I really don't think I got the profile. I thought I installed it, but that might have been on my last install, guys. I don't think we would be getting the bus
Passengers, the boarding
if this was a
stop.
custom profile, because they should have had the passengers walking down to the gate. But oh well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the airport, have a little discussion about it, maybe perhaps some of the history of it. And excuse the view. Again, I don't know why it does that. Seriously. There we go. Alright, so there's really, I mean, this is really not that big of an airport. I'm basically just going to start from one end to the other. I mean, I don't know. I'm not even sure if I really need to go down that far. There's really not anything there. But we do have custom ground painted lines, custom ground textures. They do have hull pads over here with some fences, which, of course, they are definitely stock. And, you know, this is definitely a miss right here. He could have straightened that up. Didn't. Now, I don't know if this empty helipad is at all loadable from the map to get in here, if your helicopters are a thing or not. I can tell you if it's not, the developer definitely could have. That's been an option for quite a while now. So like over here, we have some plows,
Passengers bus
runway
is coming.
equipment. I mean, he definitely put some eye candy around here. I mean, personally, you know, if this parking position is actually where it is in real life, and of course, QUADRANT is having a problem, but oh well. We'll continue on without it. Flight's over. At this point, who cares? But anyway, before I was interrupted, I don't know as if they would have had this eye candy right here so close so that when the plane comes in and to be far enough back for the pilot to see him, I don't think they would have had the marshaller buried in the baggage carts. Realistically speaking, they probably would have had these gates all the way down. Because, I mean, is it possible this airport could use a passenger bus? Possibly. But the grand scheme of things, I'll have to admit gate 1 is kind of way out there, so maybe they do. I just don't know. As far as the terminal goes, yeah, that's what I was thinking. They didn't model anything on the inside. They really didn't do anything on the outside to give you any kind of impression of what is inside. Since we're still over here, and sorry about that, guys, I'm still getting used to using the Xbox controller. The thing about this airport is, if you don't use GSX, I suppose you could probably park at any gate you want. It's not really going to make much of a difference. But if you use GSX because of the way the developer made the parking positions, and which I generally know how, while I can't load the scenery up in Editor for his scenery, I have worked with the editor quite a bit. I've been in the SDK. I know how it's done and how you set it up. However, I gotta say, I don't know what he did because GSX will not recognize these as being parking spots. So while I might have seen some of these spots in the menu to choose from, had I chosen anything but spot 1, it would have told me that the parking spot was invalid, essentially. Wouldn't have been able to use GSX to load passengers or pushback or any of the stuff that you can do with GSX. They did model the parking lot a bit. I'm going to say it's okay. I don't necessarily want to say it's anything super spectacular. But, I mean, in a nutshell, this is the airport. I'm sure we do have some cargo spots over here, possibly. Obviously got some spots for some GA. This is kind of out in the middle of nowhere. There's really no big city nearby. It's just kind of a neat airport to fly into. Now, back in the day at FSX, which, you know, I keep bringing that up only because really that's the previous version of 2020. ORBX did this airport. You know, back then, ORBX did a really good job with this airport. You know, they showed that they cared. I mean, there would have been all sorts of people walking around, different animations, people washing a window. In a sense, if I could find it, where is it? Let me flip around and look. Yeah, right here. You know, similar to what ORBX did. You know, of course, this developer did try to model that a bit. I don't know if this was originally intended to be published through ORBX or not originally. I don't know if that by the time they got to this airport, ORBX decided their quality wasn't really up to snuff. So hey, why not develop it under a different, have it developed under a different name, or or who knows? You know, I mean, I'm assuming things, and I don't really fully know why ORBX didn't put one out on their own and brand it their own. But as I pointed out in Kjac, you know, at the end of the day, they're not the same developer that we used to know and love. I can't honestly say that had ORBX developed this one on their own, they would have really done any better than what this guy did. Although we might have had all the parking spots working by default. I did reach out to the developer. He said he's going to take a look, but I have a funny feeling I'm not the first one to reach out. And, well, I can tell you this is a fresh download off the site. He hasn't fixed anything of it yet. Don't know if he will. Hopefully he does. But, you know, we'll have to wait to see that. But that's pretty much going to be it for tonight, guys. Not really much to show you here at this airport. I don't hate this airport. I don't completely love it. Just an odd, kind of fun, cool place to fly into. I do believe most of the flights that come in here are going to be coming out of Salt Lake City. That's another airport I haven't bought yet. I'm going to give it a little time. You know, right about now, before I really start buying scenery. I mean, Black Friday is coming really, really soon. There's going to be sales. And we'll just have to wait and see, you know, what goes on sale and how much cheaper we can get it. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this scenery for somebody to go out to run out and buy. I would say right now, I think it's somewhere around 10 to 15 bucks. I would say wait for it to go on sale and spend about $5 in its current state. Because it's really not anything super special, in my opinion. I bought it mainly because I liked flying in the ORBX version. ORBX didn't come out, and this was a good substitute. You know, it was one of the places I was familiar with flying into. But I should be streaming tomorrow night, which will be Monday. Monday should be PMDG tablet launch day. Don't know yet for sure. He's going to release it tomorrow. That is the anticipated date. I know there's all sorts of information in the forums. don't know of or have heard anything that might delay it. Um, but the thing of it is, I get out at 5. I do want to have a stream. I do have one flight in mind that I'd like to do. However, I really do believe that it's got to be in the PMDG 737 with the tablet. And I would really love for that to be Yellowknife. Take off out of here and go straight to Yellowknife. I'm sure I can find a livery for Buffalo, 4 to 737, preferably a cargo. I'm gonna have to do a little more research tonight. Get a closer look at the plane that Buffalo Airways bought. See if there's any recent pictures of it to see if there's any hint of the specific type of livery they're going to put on it. Hopefully, maybe they've already done that. But I really think that would be pretty cool if I was able to do that. But guaranteed, I'm pretty sure that flight is at least 1,000 nautical miles away. So that's definitely going to be at least 2 or 3 hour flight. Could be a little longer, and if it is longer than that, then I definitely need to make sure I do everything I can to get out of work and start streaming this as soon as I can. If I can find delivery, I'll plan everything tonight, get up on YouTube as early announcement, scheduled stream for tomorrow night. I wouldn't set it for anything sooner than 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock, just in case I get out late. Monday's probably the busiest week, or busiest day of the week where I work, and there's gonna be no telling if I get out on time. So I'll probably schedule it for 6. Just in case I get out a half hour late, I still have time to get on the computer and get it up and going. But it was fun. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday night, and everybody that starts work tomorrow morning, try their best to enjoy it. Enjoy the rest of your night.